All right. Welcome into April and focusing on immune support. So, jumping in today, I'm going to focus on discussing why essential oils are really somewhere that you can focus on your own health and wellness for your family and yourself. What of these oils and products really will help to support your immune system throughout the year and also that mental and emotional health, and how can you use them safely, which is super important if you've never used oils before. So all of the things that I'm talking about, I'm not saying that anything's going to treat, prevent, or cure, make any kind of medical claims at all. I really am here to empower you, and that is my intention, that you learn how to use these magical gifts from the earth to supplement and support your own health and wellness. So, that being said, I do believe that there's a time and a place for modern medicine. Like everything, it's really a mixture of the two. It's not an either or. But when we can, we have the option and the ability to look into some of nature's solutions before turning to something that is synthetic. So, I always find that really empowering to know that we do have the ability to do that when we learn more about oils. And our body was designed to heal itself when we have the right tools. And once we learn about these different ways and we're learning about how to do things better, then we can do better. So if previously you haven't been involved in living a more, natural, holistic approach to things, now can be your time. And once you learn it, you can implement moving forward. There's no need to look back at the past and what you may have done differently before. So, for anyone who's new to oils, I'm going to quickly just go through three cool things about essential oils. They are 100% safe. They are doTERRA's oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. They go through a very vigorous third-party testing. Lots of different tests are performed on every single batch of oils, and there's even an entire website. It's called source2u.com, and it explains about every batch of oils, all of the different constituents that make up the oil, the different levels of some of the naturally occurring chemicals that are in there. And it shows that it's free from any synthetics. There's no fillers, pesticides, or any of that. So you can rest assured that these oils that you're using and you're putting on your skin or you're breathing in are completely safe to use. They're effective. They are able to penetrate through the cell membrane where a lot of things are not. So when you go to the doctor and you're talking about a virus or a bacteria, and sometimes you're able to get an antibiotic if something is bacterial. But when you have viruses, many times they tell you just to kind of wait it out. But when you have essential oils or any kind of natural herbs or solutions, you can actually promote a more immune function within your body to help combat some of those things that you may be dealing with. So, for example, the Ongar blend is a protective blend that has a bunch of different oils in it that are really targeted to boosting and supporting our overall immune health. And the third thing is that they're super affordable. They're only pennies per drop or dose. When it comes to oils, a little bit goes a really long way. It's not about the quantity that you're using, it's actually more about the frequency and consistency. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So there's three main ways to use essential oils. The first being aromatically, that would be diffusing or just simply inhaling, any way that you are breathing the oil in to your airways. So that's either through your nasal passage or through your mouth. Just doing a deep breath and having an oil on your palm is a great way to get that aromatic usage. So if you have a roller or a essential oil, you can drop just one drop right on your hand, or I have a roller right here. I'm just going to roll it right on my hand. You can rub those hands together and just cup them over your nose and your mouth. You can close your eyes, take a nice few deep breaths. So if any of you have some oils at home, go grab your oil and put a drop on your hand as we're talking. Maybe something invigorating like wild orange, or if you do have any doTERRA oils already, grab your breathe. It's going to help open and support that respiratory system, lungs, and sinuses. It helps with clear breathing. So it has an instant effect when you smell an essential oil. You have little signals that trigger in your brain. It sends a reaction through your body. So whether it's something that you're looking for more stress relief, you're going to feel that support pretty much immediately when you are inhaling essential oils. And diffuser is something that is also super beneficial to have going in your home, especially if you are in your home like we all are a lot right now. You're not going anywhere, maybe not getting such great air circulation in the house. So focusing on diffusing, cleaning up that air, supporting that respiratory system, so important right now. The second way is topical. This just means that you're putting the essential oil on your skin, which would mean that you're either going to use a roller like I just did. So all a roller blend is it is essential oils mixed with a carrier oil, which are fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil, anything that you can blend with the essential oil that you're going to put on your skin. When you dilute an essential oil, it actually helps it to penetrate your skin, to get into your bloodstream quicker, and it covers a greater area of your skin as well. So any of that topical application, you see the two suggestions here would be the Deep Blue blend. That's a blend from doTERRA that is really supportive. So for any of you, if you are very active, if you're going to the gym a lot, or even just getting out for walks or runs right now, if you're doing something different than you're not used to, this oil is very supportive for those aches and pains, muscle relief and tension. If you're on the computer a lot and you're not used to that, or even just the day to day, you can rub some of that right on your shoulders or your neck to really support that release that you may need from tension or stress, right? A lot of us hold that in our jaw and our neck as well. So Deep Blue can be used topically, can mix that with in a roller or just simply some lotion. Unscented lotion, I like to get a nice clean brand of lotion if you're putting it on your skin, right? Because everything's getting absorbed. And then another oil would be Digestin. So that would be topically to help with any upset stomach issues. It also helps to improve your digestion. And when you're applying the oils topically, you apply it to where you're having the said issue. So for Digestin, that would be on your belly. You would dilute it and rub it right on there. It's great for kids as well. You would just dilute it a little bit more, which I'll show you my little dilution chart later on in the presentation. And then the last one is internal usage. So this is a way that you can effectively get in essential oils internally to help support you with immune health and detox. All right, so the overall wellness lifestyle, doTERRA's focus is really the whole person. So looking at how we can address and support you from everything you're eating all the way up to your proactive medical care. So looking at this quick diagram, you can see that at the very bottom, so the base of everything, the most important part is what you're putting in your body, what you're eating, what are you supplementing with. If you aren't using any kind of supplementation, there's chances are that you're maybe not getting as many nutrients and things from your food as you think you are because the food isn't as nutrient dense as it once was. So a lot of times we do need to supplement, even depending on the time of year, if we need a little bit of extra vitamin D or things like that in the winter or the colder months. But throughout the year, supplementing is something that we can do to really help support kind of our baseline for health. And then up from there, you see moving your body and exercise, right? And then all of these oils here, you see in these different areas of this lifestyle wellness pyramid that are going to help support you. So resting and managing stress. Are you getting enough sleep right now? Are you focused on staying as stress-free as possible? I know 100% stress-free that's hard to achieve, but as close as you can get so that you're not putting yourself in a place of dis-ease within your body. You want to be more stress-free and reducing that toxic load. What kind of things do you have around your home? Do you maybe have some Glade plugins that you kind of forgot about because they've been there for so long and you're kind of nose blind to them? You don't even smell them anymore in your home because the chemical scent has been there for so long, you're just kind of used to it now. All of that is really taxing your body and putting a large toxic load that you don't need to have on there. It taxes our filtering organs, so your liver and your kidneys are working overtime to kind of detox and get all of these added chemicals out. So this is a nice time to take a little refresh, look around your home and see if there's some things that you can kind of change up and help to cleanse and detoxify. And then focusing on your informed self-care, right? So focusing on how we're going to boost our immunity, which is what we're going to talk about today. So at the very baseline of everything, like I mentioned, would be supplementation. So these are supplements that are offered from doTERRA. If you already have your account, you can pop into your account and see a ton more of information about each of these. But at a quick glance, I can just tell you that overall, they help to keep your inflammation down. They're filled with polyphenols and things like milk thistle. There's a lot of green tea, turmeric. There's coenzyme Q10. So supporting that heart and vitality there. And then you have an omega supplement, which is going to help with supporting your brain health. And that includes frankincense, thyme, and clove, which are very supportive in that area. And then the VMZ, the Microplex VMZ, which is the food nutrient complex, has vitamins A, C, D, E, K, zinc, and then there's calcium and magnesium, which is really helpful for getting things moving and calming our internal stress response. And there's a whole food blend in here as well. So you have things like dandelion, parsley, kale, and spinach. So these three supplements together will most likely negate a need for many of the other supplements that you may already be taking. The other really important thing here is that they're bioavailable in your body, which means your body can absorb them and actually use them versus some of those other like hard packed one a day kind of vitamins that are really not being absorbed. Even though it might show you really high levels of vitamins on the outside, you're not really getting any of that internally. So I'm going to move myself because I think I'm blocking some of these slides. But so this one, going back to that toxic burden in our home, what are we cleaning with? A lot of the conventional cleaning products have about 62 toxic chemicals within them. And overall, you'll see a lot of cleaners are brightly colored. They try to use some greenwashing tactics in their marketing to say that it's all natural or it's clean, organic. But if it's any kind of color and you look at the ingredients, it most likely has fragrance. Some of them have horrible chemicals that are kind of like all just hidden within this product that you're spraying on your windows, that you're putting on your countertop. So it's another reminder to look at those products that are in your home and cleaning some of that up, because you're inhaling everything that you're spraying. You may be also ingesting it if it's on your countertops or on your children's high chair or toys, any of your pets. My dog is always licking the windows, you know, so there is a way that you can also reduce your toxic burning there with your cleaning products. So jumping into some, just these are quick recipes. I have an entire other class that goes into deeper recipes and green cleaning swaps that you can do to get rid of some of those more toxic things you may have at home. But when we're looking at immune health, I find that the multi-purpose cleaner you're using all over the home. So that would be somewhere to quickly swap this out here and use essential oils to clean. So there is a cleaner concentrate available from doTERRA, which I personally like to use best, and I add in oils for additional support, but you can make this on your own without the cleaner concentrate as well. If you have something like lemon or On Guard at home and you mix it with water, that's it. You just have to shake it up before you spray it so that it gets distributed evenly. And then the hand soap. So I know so many people went out and got a lot of different soaps and antibacterial this and that and hand sprays, but really if you have Castile soap, just Dr. Bronner's, you can, I think that's still available on Amazon or Target and things like that. They can ship it to you. I like the unscented pure Castile soap. You can use this for a ton of green cleaning things around your home. So do yourself a favor and grab a bottle of that. And it's so much cheaper too to be making your own stuff. And then the On Guard. So that's the immune protective blend we talk about, and you fill it with distilled water. Another thing, I have a recipe on my Instagram, how to make your own hand sanitizer with alcohol, essential oils, and water, which is very helpful to be empowered with that information right now. So looking at immune support, I mentioned that one of the ways you can use essential oils was internally. So for internal usage, you actually have the ability to make your own little capsules for immune support that you can take like a supplement. So these little veggie caps, these guys come from doTERRA, but you can also get these at the health food store. You can get these online. It's an empty capsule, and then you just open it. And then you can pour in your essential oils there that you choose. So the recipe that I have here is mimicked after the On Guard soft gels. So doTERRA does actually produce these On Guard Plus soft gels that include some essential oils in here that are additional to really kick up that immune support, which would be black pepper and Melissa. And oregano are in here in addition to that On Guard blend. But what you're able to do on your own is if you have oils, you can mix a drop of each On Guard, black pepper, frankincense, and oregano. If you have it, you can add in Melissa or lemon balm, it's also known as, in a veggie capsule. You can put a little bit of olive oil in there if you choose, or some fish oil, something to help emulsify those oils together, but you're closing the capsule and then you're gonna take it like a supplement. So that's one way to get into internal usage of oils. And the other is the DDR Prime that comes in an essential oil blend. So I listed out here all of the oils for you and all of their different properties that really help support the overall inflammation internally. And that can be made into a soft gel as well, or you can use it in a roller. So anytime you see a recipe of an essential oil blend and it's for, let's say, like we just talked about, some capsules that you can take internally. If you have children that you want to help support, or anybody who prefers not to ingest the oils, you can make it into a roller blend instead. You always have the option to do that interchangeably. Same thing with diffuser blends. If there's a diffuser blend, like right now, we're also heading into the spring, so lots of things are blooming. So for additional support there, you can use lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And you can use that any of the three ways. So you can diffuse that in the home to help support everyone. Then you can also take it internally in a capsule or make a roller so you have it with you everywhere you are. That's what the cool thing is about essential oils, because once you start using them, you see how easy it is to use them all different ways, and the learning never ends, which is really fun. And then the bottom recipe here is an immune tea. So it's actually just warm water mixed with some local honey. I do like a half a spoonful of local honey with a drop of each of these. So lemon, On Guard, wild orange, copaiba, and turmeric. So turmeric and the copaiba really help with inflammation and internal support your whole endocannabinoid system to kind of relax you and calm things down. It's going to help with that immune response as well. And that's why we also have in there the lemon, wild orange, and On Guard. And it tastes so good. That's one of my favorite things to drink at night. Okay, so going into some roller blends. So this is the roller blend that I typically would recommend people to use. It has these 5 oils in it. It is very supportive and it's super easy to make. So looking at this dilution chart that I have here, you can look at the typical size bottle is what I'm holding up. This is a 10 milliliter roller. So you'll see it's like as big as my finger, okay? That's the 10 milliliters. So that's what you typically see, but if you have a 5 milliliter, I also have the ratios for you here. So looking at children, you can see the ages and kind of the number of drops that you would start with. But for an adult, for this roller blend, this flute roller blend, which is frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and tea tree, which is what I have here, I would do about 5 drops of each of them to start for an adult. You can always add more if you find that you want to add additional oils, but you can't take them out once you add them in. So always start with less and then add more if you find that you need it. There are other oils that are amazing for immune support. Some of them would be the Arbor Vitae, which is a tree that's really great for immune support and respiratory health as well. Any of the tree oils are very supportive to our respiratory system. Rosemary is very great for breathing issues again, you can make a little sinus steam cup and you can put in there some tea tree, rosemary, and peppermint. Just close your eyes because the peppermint is very strong when you breathe that in. Copaiba, like I mentioned before, is very good internally with that stress response and inflammation. So you can kind of use what you have. So if you are like, oh, well, I only have On Guard and Melaleuca, you can make a roller blend of those. Start there, and you're doing something. Something's better than nothing, especially with essential oils. And down here, you'll see that this ratio has like 1-to-1 ratio, 50%. I don't go that high, but it is okay if you were to do that for a roller blend ratio. I find that it would just be a waste. It's a little bit too powerful. I tend to be on the more conservative side with the number of drops that I use in my rollers. So that was all kind of physical health and support, right? So looking at the immune system and how our body is responding to things and staying healthy. But we can't forget about our mental health because so many things are controlled or triggered by our thoughts. So looking at that, there's this adaptive system that you see here. This is a blend of essential oils. It has lavender, magnolia, there's some rosemary, copaiba in there. It's very amazing for mental health support, overall stress relief, and that energy and uplifting that many of us need. So why it's a system is because it has each of the 3 ways to use oils. It gives you an option to do that. So it comes with a roller, the internal supplements, and then also the oil where you can diffuse it. That is absolutely amazing. I've been turning to that oil a lot myself. And for the kids, you can use this adaptive roller, or you can look at some other oils that are available from the kids line. There's 2 of them in particular, the Calmer or the Steady. So that's the grounding blend and the restful blend, which will really help to shift their mood as well. Because I know everything is affecting everyone right now. So the citrus oils are uplifting. They're always great to have around. So maybe if you only even have lemon at home, you can start diffusing that. You can start cleaning with that. It's going to be a happy, uplifting scent that's going to help everyone. And 2 other blends that are really supportive for stress relief and getting better sleep would be Serenity is amazing for sleep and calming the mind, winding down at night, and then Balance is good for that stress relief. It has a lot of tree oils in it. It's very grounding. And then just regular breathing and meditation practice, remembering to be present where you are, not feel overwhelmed. Don't put too many things on your plate. Don't overload yourself with activities and things to always be busy, kind of take some time to reflect on what you really need to focus on right now, and moving your body. So this first one, the Don't Stop Moving Free Virtual Fitness Dance, that is a group, that's the name of a Facebook group right now, where some amazing women have gotten together to offer free services, different dance classes, yoga, meditation. It's all on Facebook all throughout the week. They have live videos up constantly. It's awesome. So that's a great community to be a part of and to get yourself moving and smiling for sure. And then Meta Yoga is also offering some free weekly meditations in addition to their yoga classes. So you can sign up on MindBody and look for all of the other classes that they have going on there. Amazing teachers and a great studio that is, moving forward with everything that we have going on. So there are some ways to get these oils in your home. Really reaching out to me, I can help you and create your own custom kit. We can talk through maybe if you already have some at home, how you can best use some things that you have, and maybe there's 1 or 2 that would really kind of help to support you even more. So I'd be more than happy to do that. I offer complimentary wellness consultations where we talk more focused on your needs so that I can address those particular things for you. If you have pets or kids that you want to focus on, we can talk about all of those things. But at a quick glance, this Healthy Start Kit really covers the breadth of what we talked about. So you're going to get your immune support, your digestive support. So our gut is so intertwined with our immune system. I mean, the majority of our immune system really kind of stems from the gut. So that is in here, as well as that respiratory support. You're going to be able to green up your cleanup with these oils and also support your overall body, your muscles, stress relief, and things like that. So this is an amazing start kit that gives you access to all oils and supplements that we talked about at a wholesale price for a year. So included in this price is your wholesale membership. The wholesale membership is just like a BJ's membership. It just means that you can shop whenever you want for whatever you want. There's no monthly minimums and there's no need to feel obligated to order monthly at all. There are benefits to doing so, but that's absolutely optional. And we can talk about that more one-on-one. And then this is the other kit that I wanted to show. So this is those similar oils that were in the previous kit, but it's going to have that adaptive oil in here that I mentioned for that really grounding mental health support, and then the balance as well as the Copaiba. And these are also larger oils. So you'll see here this deep blue bottle is a 5 milliliter bottle and the others are 15 milliliters. So that's the difference between those two kits. And then here, there's some additional add-ons for immune support. So I mentioned that there are a kids line of oils. So this first roller you'll see called Stronger. This has rose and frankincense in it, and it's for children to help support their immune system. So those are some real powerhouse oils that individually are pretty pricey. So to have them blended in here already for that price of only $14 wholesale is absolutely amazing, and it smells super good too. And then the rest of these oils here, different support there for immune and respiratory relief. So I mentioned earlier that oils are only pennies per drop. So these are the top 10 oils, and I wanted to show you in a quick glance based on their pricing, like how much they are per drop when you're using them. So when you're making a roller blend and you only have, 5 to 15 drops in there, that's how cheap you can really be making your own healthcare, which is pretty cool. So some next steps: really commit to your own personal education and empowering yourself to be the health advocate in your home. You can choose organic or whole foods as much as possible. Now is the chance to try out some new recipes, and there's so many people sharing some great recipes and videos, so you can teach yourself even how to cook if that isn't something you've done before. And I know that time may be an issue. Even though we're home, you may not feel that you have more time per se, but if you prioritize the things that you do care about, like right now your health, what you're eating should be one of them, because that's a really big factor there. And you can look to see how you can get these powerful essential oils at your fingertips. What I had mentioned earlier with any of those kits, when you enroll this month, doTERRA is also offering a free citrus bliss oil that you can get if you contact me. I have a special promotion code for you to use for that, and also some welcome goodies. So some roller blends to get you started and some resources into our larger Facebook community of oilers, so you can feel connected and have all your questions answered and everything. So we're really growing here in Central Jersey as well. So once this is all behind us, we can get together and have lots of make and take activities and things to do, maybe cooking with oils. The possibilities are endless. I'm so excited. But for now, we'll be doing all of that virtually in our community, and we're doing that already. Weekly, we're sharing continuing education classes. So we focused on immune support today, but each week is a different topic. So it's really great to have that community of sharing the knowledge around you. And then similar to that, focusing on surrounding yourself with people that have similar goals to you. You may have shifted over time and found yourself kind of in toxic relationships. Maybe some of the people that you had been friends with or that you work with, that you're constantly always hearing complaining or pulling you into a negative space. Kind of look at that and see if that's serving you. And now could be a time to even start to unfollow some people on social media that don't make you feel good and some things like that. So now's the time. If there are any questions, you can text or email me. You can find me at Legit Oils on Instagram and Facebook as well. And then doTERRA has a ton of resources on their blog, on their website. And there's also this free virtual education series going on, Strong All Season as well. So Be happy and healthy, everyone. Until next time. Bye.